G'day guys, it's Bruno Wah here again from the King of All Summoners build, and I've just spawned Cyrus again at Awakening level 8, and I'm going to take him on wearing nothing but our speed gear. Let's go! And Grinding Gear Games, GGG, they have updated Cyrus. So they've provided a patch which now makes Cyrus even easier compared to what he was doing before. So now the storms, they don't chase you at all. They just move around very, very easily for us to manage. And the fight has become even more of a joke. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it using our speed gear. So what I'm running with here is a raised zombie gem. I'm not using skeletons this time. I've got my feeding frenzy gem in minion speed, impale, multi-strike, and empower. Running with Victarios, and the auras that we're running with are Precision, Hatred, Haste, Dread Banner, Summon Skitterbots, and Enlighten. I'm also using Withering Step, and also running with my Carrion Golem. Flesh and Stone is on, and I've got a Speed Belt, which gives me nothing but speed, and my 7 League Steps, which give me nothing but speed. So obviously it's not the ideal setup for a boss fight, but I'm using this setup just to show you again how easy this fight is, and the fact that we don't need 17,000 effective hit points using a Jeffrey Sanctuary chest, and we can just do it easy in a Victoria's Sanctuary without skeletons, using zombies only, and away we go. So let's see what's different. So we've basically come in the exact same way, and Cyrus just spawns right in the middle, and we just cyclone and move around and ensure we get him. So he goes up. So look what happens now with the storms. So the storm, it comes out, but no longer does it follow us. It just kind of sits there. It just kind of sits there very easily. And so now basically what we need to do, we just need to stand here and dodge everything. So he's coming out himself. So as you can see there, I've basically gone in underneath him, and I'm going to engage the fight again. So he's coming out a little bit further. I'm going to go in underneath, and there we go. That is how easy Grinding Gear Games has made it now. So now Cyrus is going to come down. Here we go. We're going to fight. The storms move away. And what makes it even easier for us with this build is that they've also made it so that Spectres, zombies, and skeletons no longer take as much damage from the storms. So again, we can kind of just tank everything now. So we don't need skeletons, we don't need to keep raising anything. All my zombies should stay alive during the fight, and away we go again. So he's moving his next storm. This time again, they don't come towards us. Basically just find some open space, and again he'll just come out. We just try to get underneath him so we can get him to come down again, which we did. So that's phase 2, and now we're on to phase 3. So we just cycling around. Getting out of these meteorites is extremely easy with this build, because particularly with this speed setup, because we have so much move speed. So look at my cycloning around and just run around. That's the next phase done. I guess the only thing that's important is, because I'm using Feeding Frenzy, because we've got the speed set up on, just to convocate them. So use convocation freely, just so they come, they don't go running into the storm or anything like that, just as a protective measure. Let's try get underneath him. So he comes down again for the final time, looking pretty good. And here he comes down for the final time. Be engaged. And again, we just cyclone around, pop our flasks. It's important. This speed build actually makes it feel easier, because you just move super fast. You pop your Quicksilver flask. Okay, here we go. Got a meteorite. We shouldn't have any issues here because we're fast enough to get out of it. And there you go. Look how easy they've made the fight, and that was extremely quick as well. So running with Feeding Frenzy, minion speed, our speed gear, so what I could do is basically start taking gear off, and we'd still actually be able to take him down. In a way, I'm surprised they made the fight so easy, because once you knew how to manage the storms before, it actually, and I think managing the storms previously added a bit of skill in a certain way to the fight. But now it is just I guess with this build at least, we just demolish the content. It makes it very, very easy. And as you can see here, I'm running with just over 1,000 strength. So that left me with 14 zombies, which none died. My animated guardian didn't die. Even my carrion golem didn't die. Skitterbot's fine. All my spectres up. And my defense. So as you can see, my chaos resistance is minus 37%. We don't even need chaos resistance anymore for this fight, because obviously the storms have been so far so weakened that our zombies just never die. No need for skeletons or anything like that. And I just kept my resistances when we have Spirit Offering up. And so that's how you do it, guys. They've made the fight extremely easy for us. So I hope you got some value from this. What I would recommend, if you are having trouble and you don't want to use the speed setup and you want to be a bit more tanky for this fight, use Awakened Minion damage instead of Minion speed, and use Death Mark instead of Feeding Frenzy. That will give you a lot more DPS than what I was just running with then. But as you can see, even with the lack of DPS, I still managed to get him down very, very quickly. And then what you can do from a defensive point of view is wear a Jeffrey Sanctuary chest, which obviously gives you a lot more energy shield. And you can also run with Discipline and Purity of Elements. That will get your resistances up, and it'll also get your resistances up of your zombies if you need it, and also your energy shield. You could also chuck in Pride or any other auras there that you wanted to. So there you go, guys. Extremely easy. So Cyrus now, with a new update, is even more of a joke as to what it was before. I'll speak to you soon.